what is up, everybody? I love doing the hey. It's like, hey. It's like a different
It's like
intro.
somebody just walked in the room.
Yeah, it's like, hey, what's up? You guys, we are back in the studio. We just got finished recording episode 103 with Paul Prusakowski of OPIE Software in Gainesville, Prosthetics. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, no, it was good. It was great. Good
Make
time.
sure you check out his episode this coming Monday, June 8th at 8 a.m. We got into a whole bunch of really, really great stuff. We were just talking about how I bring all the business questions and then Mike brings the more analytical,
Business specific, industry specific. If I can tie it into a sports question, I will.
Yeah, it was so good, man. But just a very captivating conversation. So definitely check it out this coming Monday at 8 a.m. And I'm going to bring you a little side hustle here, a little quick rapid fire Q&A. But before we do that, you guys, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the sponsors that supported us through our coronavirus sessions. If you guys haven't checked these out, please go back and check these out, especially if your business is meeting some of these challenges that we're all facing with this COVID-19 virus. We've been really diving into how your fellow business owners and professionals are just dealing with this thing and how we're getting through this. So it's been... what have your thoughts been on it, Mike?
Oh man, I could talk for a long time on that. I would say, I'll get to my, if you don't do anything else, check it out for the various Zoom backgrounds, but because that's worth the price of admission alone. But no, it's been great to kind of, it's almost been therapeutic because like you said, we're all going through this together. And so seeing how, certain businesses are handling it, sometimes it can be like a collaborative idea, spark something, or it's a little bit of therapy just in, knowing that there's someone else dealing with what we're facing on a day-to-day basis, whether it's funding issues or how the team's handling it and stuff like that. So yeah. It's definitely been valuable from that aspect alone, but it's also been fun. We've done a lot of recalls, caught up with people that we've had on former episodes and kind of seeing how they're doing through this. So it's been a lot of fun from that perspective too.
The most important thing to know is that you are not alone. We're all going through.
You are not alone. No, I won't do this anymore.
We are all going through this together, and but
we couldn't have done it without our awesome sponsors.
Yeah. So let me thank these sponsors. You guys. Hold on, I gotta flip the page. This is what happens. Definitely get mad love to all of these sponsors who have just supported all of our coronavirus sessions. You guys, Matt Houchins of Houchins Consulting. He's been doing a audit, a Gainesville My Business audit, right? All you have to do is
he's an SEO master. SEO master.
Just let him know that you heard about him on the WHOAGNV podcast, and he will hook that up. Collier's International Gainesville, Gainesville Harley Davidson, Brooker Pest Control. How's that flea situation with those dogs?
I'm doing okay right now. I'm doing okay.
Leonardo's Millhopper and The Best Restoration. You guys, all of these sponsors paid for those coronavirus sessions. So if anything, reach out to them and tell them thank you very much for their support of our podcast and their investment into the community. These are all organizations that have continued to invest into our community, and so just super honored to know them and super honored to have their support. So you guys, thank you so much for that support. And now we're going to dive into this rapid fire session to get things ready and amped up for Monday's podcast. So you ready for this, Paul?
I'm ready. Let's see.
Right. Give you at least 3 minutes to think about what your favorite food is. Go.
3 minutes? Oh, absolutely Sushi for sure.
What's your favorite thing about Gainesville?
Open business community, great people culture, music, the Bull, Cypress and Grove.
Nice. There you go.
I love the Bull too. What's your favorite band?
Favorite band? Well, Grateful Dead. Absolutely.
Nice.
But of course, there's a whole lot of other great favorites too. But I've listened to more Grateful Dead than you need to know.
Okay. Favorite book?
Favorite book? The Art of War, Sun Tzu. Classic.
Favorite Dead album?
It would be favorite Dead show.
Ooh.
So 5877, Cornell is just a classic. So we rate ours not by album, but by the actual performance, because no performance is ever the same.
That's true. I am a big Working Man's Dead fan.
Hey,
I love that album.
Yeah, that's a great album.
Yeah.
What's your favorite restaurant?
Favorite restaurant?
mean, if your favorite food's sushi, is your favorite restaurant a sushi restaurant?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite places to go is Miya Sushi. Yeah, it's just sort of nobody gives it enough respect. It's sort of there, near the Guitar Center, and I recommend going there. Hopefully they open back up. Sit at the bar with JJ, and he'll take good care of you.
There you go.
It's a great little place.
JJ got a shout out. Alexa or Google Home?
Neither.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Just checking.
Skill you might like. It's called hands-free.
No home automation.
Alexa off.
No home automation in my house.
Okay. Well, that seems like, I mean, after the conversation we just had, this seems almost kind of unlike you. I feel like
know that
you'd be like ahead of the curve, and you'd have
I was
all that
gifted
stuff, like,
one,
integrated
and
in your-
no, we just, I still like some manual things like that, and just the home automation piece. It's just, hey, you talk to this stuff, and sometimes things happen that you didn't expect, like that.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
And I'd like a little bit more control in the house.
All right. What's your favorite quote?
My favorite quote in my high school yearbook, I wrote, "I would rather fail at doing something than succeed at doing nothing." I think it still holds true.
Yeah, that's good. That's strong. That's your quote, or is that one that you ripped from somewhere?
I probably ripped and changed a little bit, but
Okay.
it wasn't, unknown.
I like it.
But that's the theme.
That's good.
So I asked you if you disconnect, and you said that usually not. But I'm curious, what is your favorite thing to do when you're not working?
Sailing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do disconnect.
Yeah. No. I can disconnect. Yeah. Or love music festivals. You drop out for 3 days, go to a music festival, and just hang out with a whole bunch of groovy people, listen to tunes, camp.
Cool.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a great way to drop out for a while.
Favorite cocktail?
I'm more of a beer and wine guy.
Okay. Favorite beer?
Favorite beers, the pale ale at Cypress and Grove is really good. They're Prairie Pale. That's been my go-to West Coast inspired pale that I just keep going back to.
Awesome.
Are you a coffee or tea person?
Coffee.
What's the best advice you've ever received?
Probably the best was just don't ever stop what you started until it's done.
I like that. That's really good.
Yeah,
So simple, but so strong.
Ever?
Until you're done. You really have to be done. Yeah, if you pick a path, don't go halfway. Get to your end, whatever that end is, but make sure you're really, really there. And that came from the conversation with one of those folks in Australia. They talked about in the show that you're going to hear on.
Which you will have to check out on Monday at 8 a.m.
We call that a segue.
That's
a tease.
He's like, if you're going to do this, do it, Prusakowski. Don't tell us you're going to do it and then change your mind.
Right.
Do it.
That's important.
And
You got a
finish.
fun last name, man.
So
Fun last name. Prusakowski.
I spelled it wrong once on a job application. To Shands Hospital.
Really?
Yeah, they spelled my name wrong on the paper when I was there for the face-to-face first day at the job. I'm like, oh, you spelled that wrong, and
No,
the
you
director
spelled it
the director of the day said, no, it's exactly as it is on your application. And I'm like, oh, a little fat finger typing, but yeah, that's one of those most embarrassing moments.
That's great. That's fantastic.
What are you afraid of?
Small planes. Not a big fan of small planes and turbulence.
So you don't fly out of Gainesville often.
I try to avoid it. I'd rather fly to Jacksonville, get on a big plane, and punch through any weather than do that stuff. So,
I don't blame you. What's your favorite snack?
Triscuits and pepperoni.
Okay, cool.
Hey.
I tore out some
Dig it.
Triscuits and cheddar yesterday.
But,
so I'm on the Triscuit train.
But I get the special pepperoni that I order from Buffalo, New York, which, and my brother goes and buys it, and he ships it down or brings it when they come to visit. And it's not like just getting pepperoni at Publix. This is like some local Italian brand. It's got the spices and the flavor, and you let it dry up a little bit. And it's a good snack.
Nice.
Do you know the origination of the name Triscuit?
No idea.
I actually learned this like over the last week. And apparently it's like in their original marketing thing, it's like some kind of like triple electricity process that makes the cracker or whatever. And that's where it's like triple circuit is kind of where it was amalgamated from.
Wow.
And somebody like, it actually, yeah, well, it's not as fun as you think it is, but like somebody like sourced this to Twitter, and the Triscuit, which used to be the Triscuit company, I think they're part of Nabisco now, actually like did research because they didn't know and answered it, which was just a funny exchange on social media. I got probably one more. What is the craziest belief that you have?
The craziest belief. That I can do anything I set my mind to.
It's good.
And I'll prove it to people.
If our podcast could connect you to one person, who would it be?
Richard Branson.
Richard Branson. Why?
He's a hero.
Yeah?
Yeah, here's the guy. He's got 300 companies. Yeah,
Have you read all his books?
I haven't read all of his books, but yeah, he's an adventurer. He lives life to the fullest. He enjoys his everything, and when he needs something, he creates a company to do it.
Yeah.
And he leverages previous companies in his future companies. So he's compounding his all his creations. And how can you not be inspired by somebody like that? And that's just
I was reading one of his books. I can't remember which one, but like talked about like how literally they'd be in an elevator and like he'd come up like with an idea and share it in the elevator, and it's almost like a new business births like in that elevator, and a conversation that's happening in the elevator. Like, all right, let's just start. Yep, I'm gonna need you to get right on that.
yeah.
You answered that pretty quickly. Do you use him as a model for how you started your other businesses and interests and stuff?
Yeah, I like to read about successful people, and he's one. When I read stories on him, it just resonates. It's like he was just from the day one, just a scrappy kid that just made things happen, and just it's just a fun starting story.
Yeah.
And then just imagine. I always like to think that I'm just like everybody else. I get up in the morning, have my coffee, step one before the other foot, and people can do amazing things. And you look at the people who've done the most amazing things. It's just one human. But how and what does it take to be like that person? And what are the differentiators? What do you do tomorrow to be one bit closer to somebody like that? And why do we limit ourselves to whatever our self-limiting beliefs are, or that I have a CPO, prosthetist orthotist, after my name. That's all I should ever do for my whole life. That we can't do more than what we thought we were going to be.
What's your self-limiting belief? That's good, right?
You just came up with that's not even on the paper.
Yeah, I think my self-limiting belief is that I don't need to sleep as much as I do. That I should be getting more sleep. But my self-limiting belief is that if I keep pushing and getting that extra burn of the candle, that I'm going to achieve more versus hit the brake a little bit and just, don't always burn it at both ends.
Yeah.
I know somebody like that.
Dude, that's really good.
So I am so trying to, it's not just a belief, it's an action that needs to be changed.
That's good.
It was good.
That was good. You guys, you are in for a treat of an episode this Monday, June 8th at 8 a.m. Definitely check it out with Paul Prusakowski. I could say his last name over and over and over because now I've got it down. And it's very rare that I have somebody's last name down. So, Paul, thanks again for coming on our show, man.
Thanks,
this was a lot of fun.
Mike, it was good. Good times.
Yeah. Awesome. And you guys, thank you so much for listening. We will see you later, Gainesville. Bye.
Later.